3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Inside the Leather. I'm your host, Ronnie from New Jersey. We are always presented by Golficity, as usual. With us today, special episode for you folks. Oh, by the way, shout out to Taylor S. for talking about my levels, my sound levels. He's complaining about the sound levels, Jeremy. Well, I got something for you, Tyler! I'm sorry. All right, deal with it. All right, I get excited. Well, with me in the booth, as always, Jeremy, the producer. Jeremy, what's cooking, buddy?
Nothing, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about what we got going on
I
here
think we
today.
got an episode that no one else has got out there.
Nobody.
We're talking we're deep diving into the golf world here on Inside the Leather. And I am super happy to introduce our guest for episode 37, Brandon Ramage, Superintendent from Rock Springs Golf. Is it golf course? Golf club? What is
Golf
it?
club.
Golf club in West Orange, New Jersey. Folks, Brandon, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
My man, I'll tell you what, we are stoked. We've been talking about this for a while, Jeremy, have we not?
Yep, we have.
A while. There are certain things that go on a golf course that either irritate the shit out of me or just I don't understand. And we needed someone to clarify a few things. So we're going to get into it, folks, with Brandon here, where he's the superintendent again at Rock Spring. He's the one that he tells them where to punch the holes for the pins. He's the one that tells them we want to grow the rough out. We're gonna get into a bunch of questions. So listen, and we might even get out on the course after this. You know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see if Brandon wants to talk to us after this episode. I don't know, but we're excited. So first off, let me do a quick read real fast. Get it out of the way. O'Brien Creative, you guys know him. Thanks to social media, we have an opportunity to create a brand with a following. What sets the O'Brien Creative Group apart from the other branding experts is our creative-first approach to harnessing the potential of your company and translating it to the masses. Whether you're seeking out a professional branding identity or a simple logo design, you can count on the creative minds at OCG to accurately and artfully interpret your company's true identity throughout any medium. Visit O'BrienCreativeGroup.com to learn more about who we are and how we can be of service to you. That's OBRIENCREATIVEGROUP.com, O'BrienCreativeGroup.com. I spelled it so fast, I don't know if I spelled it right, but you can figure it out. O'BrienCreativeGroup.com. Ask for Drew. Tell him Ronnie from New Jersey sent you, and you'll get a nickel off anything he does for you. We got par 5 for later for Brandon. I'm making a lot of noise in this episode tonight, and it's all because of you, Tyler S., for commenting about my levels. He says so Tyler S. comments, what was it, last week's episode, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Jeremy's distracted again. What are you doing?
Yeah,
You're doing a fantasy draft? What are you doing over there?
No,
You
just
working on your
checking some
fantasy
stuff.
team? You're checking things
some
out?
stuff.
I like the shirt, though.
Yeah, Seton Hall.
Representing Seton Hall, even though that's the university's logo, and I'm all about the high school. But either way, still Seton Hall.
Pirates for life.
Mother Seton. All right, anyway. Brandon, my man. So, Brandon, first, let's jump into it. You're the superintendent, and correct me a little. Oh, Jesus Christ. Didn't turn my phone down. Can't answer. I'm going to have to say that I'm on a conference call. I'll call you back, this is a conference call. We're on a conference call with Brandon Ramage over here from fucking Rock Spring Country Club Golf Course. So anyway, all right, so Brandon, you were you missed it by a couple of months there. The youngest superintendent ever in the state of New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
Did you think you had it and then you found out someone was a year younger?
Yeah, I think the only person younger was my old boss, too.
You even know the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, that sucks.
Miserable.
But that's great. So you're the second youngest superintendent in the state of New Jersey.
Yes.
That's awesome, my man. So, Brandon, how did you get into – all right, a lot of people want to know. So you're a superintendent of a golf course. You're basically in charge of the course.
Yeah.
You make all the decisions. You got the crew. You got your crew, right?
Yes, sir.
You got, Pete who mows, row two, listen to me.
Row two.
Hole 2, four, right? You're managing the mowers, the blowers, the punchers, right?
Everything.
No, you're managing it all, right? How about the carts? Is that separate?
No.
Carts are separate.
Yeah.
Okay, separate person deals with the carts.
John Deere carts. Those are the only carts he's dealing with.
They got John Deere?
His carts are John Deere, aren't
John
they?
Deere's.
I'm a John Deere guy.
You're a John Deere guy.
Not
All right.
not Toro?
Everybody else is Toro, but
No.
personally, I like John Deere.
You're a John Deere guy. All right, well that's good. I gotta do a review on the cart next time I'm at Rock Spring. Now I gotta talk about the John Deere.
I knew that. How good was that? I knew that.
I mean,
I pretty much live on a golf course, so I know all the maintenance golf carts.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, the John Deere's. Those are the green and yellow.
I'm the only one with a green one.
All right. Good. Okay. All right. Good. I want to ride on that thing. I want to ride on that thing. That'll be great. I'll put a little straw hat on myself out there, but pretend like I'm like out in the country. This is good. All right. So how does one? How do you? Did you grow up on a golf course? Do you have a love for the game of golf? Do you just love grass? What made you want to? I'm assuming you went to school for that, right? You went to school. Where'd you go to school for that?
Delaware Valley.
Del Val, okay, part of was it the MAC conference? The what's it called? Oh my God, I think we played Delaware Valley in football when I went to Wilkes. But anyway, so Del Val, okay. Now, what was the program? What was the program there? Was it a golf management program?
It was strictly turf management.
Turf.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm assuming when you tell people you were there for turf management.
Yeah, you get questions.
You got questions. Wait a minute. Hey, Uncle Pete, officer, Uncle Pete. Uncle Pete's an officer, and he finds out that, nephew Brandon's going to turf management. He's got to wait a second. What kind of turf you managing, pal? A little kush. Anyway, all right. So when you went Del Val, you picked that major. You knew going in that's what you were interested in dirt and sand and grass, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know golf specific, or was it like, hey, it could be football fields, baseball field? I'm sure the program kind of encompassed everything.
Yeah, it was golf specific only because I knew there was more golf courses than.
Right, so you knew you were
Football,
playing the
baseball,
odds. You're
yeah.
playing the odds because a lot of
chance.
football and baseball now is going to turf, like AstroTurf or not turf, the field turf.
They're actually going backwards. They're going back to dirt indoors though. Is that something?
Well, the $2 billion NFL stadiums are.
They're growing the grass outside and bringing it into the stadium.
Yeah, it's on a conveyor. That's great. Arizona, I believe Arizona Cardinals were the first people to do that.
Yeah, they were.
And now the new Raiders in Vegas.
Miami has it too.
Miami has it too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Miami doesn't have a dome though.
They have Hard Rock. So Hard Rock, the top.
Oh, they got
top
the canopy. It's kind of there's only a little. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. All right. So you're there. So it's golf. It's mostly golf turf stuff, right? So you like all the Bermuda, and you intensely learn about all the different types of grasses, the bent, all that bullshit.
Up here, it's kind of a mismatch because none of the grasses that are grown are really meant to grow in this exact area.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're bringing in seeds from other places that.
Yeah. Well, I'm growing grass in the heat that's meant to grow
in the cold.
Really? So
that's why the summertime is so awful. It's
hard to maintain because the grass is just not used to that. So you got to water it a lot more, or that's. Now, what's the benefit of having that? What grass are we talking about? Just
bent grass.
So the bent grass is meant for colder temperatures. Is that why it's like really, really hay?
Yeah, like
it gets really dry quick.
Yeah, you want 75 degrees. That's where it wants to be, but.
Oh, you don't get that here.
No, not in the summertime.
Yeah.
No, not in July and August.
What's the difference?
Humidity.
Well, I know the difference. Like when we go more down south, and they'll say, "Well, here you have Bermuda grass. You'll never get a divot. You just replace it with your sand or whatever." What's the difference, and what's the benefits from having a Bermuda grass from a bent grass?
Well, Bermuda is grown down there because that's exactly where it was meant to be grown.
Mm-hmm.
It's a warm season grass meant to be grown in the heat, and that's exactly what it gets.
So would Bermuda grass do better here than bent?
No. As soon as it got to like 75 degrees, it'd be smoked. Yeah. It'd be brown.
So those are the two. So you got Bermuda and bent. What are some of the other ones?
POA annual, it's called.
Okay.
Where do you see that?
That's Essex County's mostly POA.
Okay.
A lot of older golf courses are mostly POA.
Not Rock Spring.
It's got its fair share of POA.
Okay.
It's got a mix.
Yeah,
like certain holes got certain things on them.
Yeah. Well, it's actually a weed. Like
it's a weed.
But it can.
I'm playing in the weeds. I'm usually in the weeds in my game, but I'm not actually hitting on the weeds. So
some guys consider it a weed, but you could maintain it just as well, if not better, than bent grass.
Okay, and that's all right. So ideally, what's the best? So the majority of courses up here in New Jersey, because of the hot humidity in the summer and the, you get, it gets cold too. You get you're getting the best of both worlds. The most widely used in New Jersey is bent.
Bent and POA.
Is bent and POA. And what do you prefer?
I'd love it if it was all bent grass.
You love it if it was all bent.
Yeah, because once you add the other species in there, now you got two species. They don't like the same thing.
Go figure that one out.
Yeah.
Two species
Go
don't like.
figure that one out.
It's like two humans don't
I
like.
was just gonna say it's like a male and a female. It's like you can never agree on anything.
Poa wants more water.
Poa-
Bentgrass wants less water.
Okay.
But they're both in the same green. So
Now, which
Good
one's greener? Like
they're
look-wise?
different color greens.
They're different color
Poa's,
greens.
Poa's light green, Bent's nice dark green.
Darker.
I like the darker. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the darker. So now, wait. So is the whole, or let's just say we have like hole 8, right? The whole hole is one or the other. You're not.
No, it's both.
Or you're mixing them up within.
Yeah.
Like
well,
fairway
left
is
side-
one thing, rough is another.
No, left side and right side, right, of the fairway.
No, so the fairway is mixed match of Bent and Poa. The
Wow.
whole golf course, because the Poa literally creeps in mostly on shoes, like on the golfer's shoes.
Really?
That's why my putting green is got a monster Poa patch as soon as you walk onto the putting green, because that's where they bring it in from a different course
Did
or
this-
bring it in from somewhere else.
Really?
The discoloration
Okay.
in the fairway. So the discoloration in the fairway is Poa and Bent. Or-
Poa, Bent, and
I
then
always thought it's the way they cut it.
no, the lines are
Right?
Right,
No,
so-
I know, but your left side of the fairway could be darker green, while
no,
your
that's
right side.
that's us.
Okay,
That's
that
cut-
is
that's
okay.
Cutting.
But if you look at it from a drone,
Right.
you'll see little patches and little
Wow.
little areas that are all
So you
different
just
kinds
throw
of
in
grass.
seed or you throw in the side?
You seed all bent
You
grass,
just seed it all.
and then eventually the Poa kind of creeps
Finds
in.
its
it
way
does- Yeah.
Wow.
It just comes in and creeps.
Wow.
All right, that's pretty cool. All right, so we're learning about grass here, folks. Got a little green thumb. We got our green thumbs on today, and we're talking grass. So one grass needs more water. So if you're looking to run a company, you're looking to run a business, you probably don't want the grass that needs more water.
No.
You want the grass that's easier to maintain, that looks green. Does anybody spray their shit?
Yeah. Well, I spray it so it doesn't. Every golf course usually sprays.
Well, I mean like spray paint.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
okay, yeah. So do you spray the greens or
Yeah,
everywhere?
Well, my program every other week I spray. It's called Stress Guard. It's
Okay.
It's sunscreen pretty
Okay.
much for the grass.
It's sunscreen for the grass. That's cool, and
But it's
it
green.
also it enhances the color a little bit too,
It's green.
and it sticks on the grass.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like coming off on the shoes.
No,
after
it'll
you
be
paint
there.
it, right?
It'll be there for like a week or
Is it-
so.
Is that the white thing that you guys spray? Or is
No,
that
that's
different?
foam. That shows me where I sprayed,
Oh,
So you
which you see
So
every
you-
Tuesday.
yeah.
see.
I don't. No, I haven't seen them lately. I haven't seen them
So
lately.
all right, so you got like a patch of 100 yards. You spray the white. You spray the inside, and it lets you know that you sprayed that
Yeah,
hole
so-
already, that area.
On the sides of my sprayer, it drops little foam. It's just Dawn soap, pretty much in a. It makes a little foam and lets me know where I went.
Yeah, it tells me where it tells me where
That's
my
pretty
ball's
cool.
not. Every time I say, "Oh, there's my ball in the middle of the fairway." Oh, that's foam.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's pretty cool. All right, that's pretty cool. So wait, now can I buy that for my house?
Yeah.
That spray and make my grass look nice and green?
Some of it, yeah.
No, that might not be the best thing to do. I might have to have you come over to assess my yard. I got a big yard. I got a big yard, right? I got a big yard, and then I'm pushed up against. I got the Essex County Trail that goes behind my house, and then beyond that is all just woods and undeveloped land.
And the cookie factory.
And there's a cookie factory too. At 3:00 every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, they make chocolate chip cookies. It doesn't matter. You come home from work at 4 or 5 o'clock, whatever it may be. You get in the car.
You know that
It's
guy's
just,
on TV.
What's that?
That guy David's on TV.
Who's David?
Isn't that David's Cookies?
I don't know the name.
Supposedly-
I know the
supposedly-
smell. I don't know the name.
Supposedly they're on like the QVC channel or something like that.
Oh, good for them. But anyway, Tuesday, Thursday's the sugar cookies. Like I know what they're baking from the. It's amazing. It's amazing. But anyway, so in my backyard we had a tree. We had this big tree. 2 big trees, and one of them we had a guy come to cut down some smaller trees in the back, and he goes, "That tree's dead." Number one, and he goes, and it was struck by lightning. So there was, you could actually see where the lightning hit the tree, right? It was kind of cool, and we had to get rid of it. When we got rid of it, obviously it was a huge hole. They told me we put wood chips to kind of like try to sell. Now
No.
I got a full blown pitcher's mound now, like an asshole.
Yeah, don't do wood chips, please.
Wood chip. I wish we would have did this episode a while ago because I got a huge mound brown spot in the middle of my freaking yard now. My father's like, yeah, no, it'll settle. The dust, whatever the hell he put it in, it'll settle. It never settled.
No, that's
I got
fine.
a mound now, and we put seed, and he put a little wrap around it so no one went on it. The birds all came and ate the seeds. I got a brown spot of trash in my yard. Yeah, I gotta bring Brandon. Hey, Brandon, come on over for dinner one night. But first, let's just take a walk around the backyard. Help me out here.
Bring a truck of dirt.
Bring that John Deere over. we might need to spray. But that's cool. All right. So what are some of the challenges? What are the things that a superintendent has to do that you know, we'll do both. We'll do stuff that you like to do that you're like, all right, cool. Tuesday's the day we're spraying. I kind of dig that.
Yep.
But then what are the days that suck? Like, oh shit, we got to punch holes, or we got to. What are some of the things that, like, you know, mowing the rough versus the fair? Like, what are some of the things? And does everything have its own day? Is that kind of, how do you maintain the schedule? And what do you love and hate? The different things.
Well, what I love, especially about mowing, you have to have some sense of freestyle, like
right. Like creative. You gotta be creative.
Because I got Mother Nature too. So if it rains, there goes. If you just go by a set schedule, if it rains, there goes your schedule for the whole week.
Right. That's true.
And that's with
true.
everything. I mean, rain can destroy a week of
a whole
scheduling
week.
for me.
Right. So is that what it is though? It's days. So you had said, so I don't know if were we on air when we were talking about that the Tuesday?
What do you mean?
I think it was before we started filming. But you always play on Tuesday. You play Rock Spring.
Yeah.
So Jeremy had a question, right, to Brandon. He said, "How come the pin's always at 1? You know, every time I've played and the first couple." So he was basically coming at you.
Yeah,
he was basically calling you out, and now I'm calling you out on the air on the show because I love the response because Jeremy looks like a goof. Wait. So he's asking him, "Why is my wife call? Oh, she doesn't know that we're filming right now." Oh, well, now she's going to know when she sees the damn episode. I just ratted myself out again. Brandon, that happens all the time. Anyway, so Jeremy was like, how come the pin's always at this location? It holds 1, 2, and 3. And and I'm like, why are you calling the guy out? Like,
I was just asking.
He was asking a question. Right, he was asking a question. Like, how come you guys at your course don't move the pins? And he goes, well, do you always play on the same day? Why don't you come try Wednesday, pal? Tuesday, Jeremy's like, yeah, I play there every Tuesday. He's like, well, that's why the pins are always in the same spot, because that's your Tuesday pin position.
Yep.
Now, is that true with Sunday? You know, does everybody make the? Because I'm feeling like, look, for a major, I get it. Sunday's the day.
Yeah.
To win a championship, right? Win a major. You want it to be the absolute hardest pin location. But do you do that on the courses too? Because it's like
no, actually, public. On the weekends,
easiest.
Yeah, you go easiest.
You go easy because you got a lot of people playing.
Yeah.
You want to get them off the green as quick as possible, I would imagine.
And they don't want to be there for 6 hours.
And they don't want right. They want to just have a good time, right? Well, they're there for 6 hours, not because of the putting.
Well, they talk their wife into letting them come out too.
Right, of course. Oh, trust me,
So
I know.
by the look of it, by my understanding, I think Tuesday's the hardest pin placement then.
Tuesday's tough.
Yeah, because
during the week we get them out of the way.
Yeah.
Get the hard ones out of the way.
Wow, so that's pretty cool. See, I didn't know that either. I mean, I just, you know. See, I also think there's a lot of public places that aren't changing them every day. I think that there's, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we try to change 5 times a week.
Okay, so you got 5 placements. So Saturday, Sunday, they're the same?
Saturday and Sunday.
Because it's probably rare that you're going to be able to play Saturday and Sunday.
No, I work. We have guys there 7 days a week.
Okay.
But they are usually changed Saturday and Sunday specifically.
Okay.
Because right around the hole,
mm-hmm.
if it's left there for 2 days or more, it's brown. It's destroyed.
Oh, so you don't want to leave it in the same spot because right? Okay.
Because happy feet, you just sit there and you like stomp your feet around and.
So if you have all right, let me just let me draw a little diagram, right? If that's your green, right? This is we'll call this well, you said we'll call this Monday, we'll call this Tuesday. Is there like a wheel that you're going on,
no,
and are they in the same spot?
We do 1, 2, and 3.
All right, so you're right. So you have middle, front, and back,
and that's it.
But is it okay? So if it's in the middle, is it always here, or could it be here?
Anywhere
it could
in
be
the
here.
middle.
It's just somewhere within the middle. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So it's just position 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
Are you doing that physically? Are you doing that, or you have your guys doing it?
My guys do it.
Yeah. Okay. Is that a pain in the ass? The actual process, because they make it look kind of fun when they do it on the when they show it like during golf coverage.
Right. That's because they're only doing 1.
Right. You got to do it 18 times. You're probably not. Yeah. Plus the putting greens too, right? Do you change those, or do they stay?
Yeah, we
they
do
have
those.
to, right? You just got done saying.
Yeah.
If the hole stays in the same spot for more than 48 hours,
it's mangled
all the way around, and it burns.
Yep.
All right. Well, holy shit. So we're learning. We just started the episode, and we're already learning stuff. Okay, so that's cool. So what do you like to do the best? What's your favorite, like, the thing you get most amped for? Like, you're like, all right, guys, to your guys, I got this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump.
Aerating.
He likes fucking people up.
He likes making people upset and angry.
That's the best time of the superintendent's year.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Let me ask about this. This was actually one of the main things that we were like, we got to get somebody on the show because
this is a season.
Explain right now. Why can't it wait? Is there a reason that it's in August, September?
Yeah, well,
is it because of the heat? Just getting. Well, first of all, what does it do? What is aerating? What is the purpose of aerating the greens for, like, for everybody out there? I mean, I have an idea, but I really don't know what it really is for.
So from us mowing, rolling, all you guys walking on it, they are literally cement. It's the compaction and and you need air, water, light to grow.
Yeah.
When you take the air out.
By rolling them, you're getting them so they're a putting surface, right? So you could putt on them, and the slower ones just grow a little bit more. Maybe you don't roll them as much. Maybe right if you
everything's exactly the same. If we do it on one green, it's done on 18 or 19.
But right. But what I'm saying is okay. So you go to one course and, like, the greens are really slow and they're soft. And, you go to, like, whatever, Burn, and then I know you guys are on a different class than Burn, but you got Burn, and then you go up to Rock Spring, and it's like, but what gets it from, like, a slow, softer? Is that just rolling? Is rolling that?
So I actually am a little different. I try to cut the grass as high as I can and get it as fast as I can, but that's why sometimes on Tuesdays you'll see sand.
Right.
You'll be putting on sand.
Yes.
It actually doesn't mess with the ball at all.
It doesn't.
No, people. That's
people complain. They blame it on the sand. God, I only 4 putted because the sand.
The sand is actually why it's so smooth.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that sand. So when you lay the sand, it seeps. It seeps down.
Yeah. So you're essentially putting on sand.
That makes it faster.
Yeah.
It makes it faster.
You're putting on sand rather than, like, you're putting on grass and sand rather than grass and mud, whatever they have under there if it's slow.
Okay. What's your average stem?
During the week, it's usually we're right around a 10 every day.
It's not bad.
Which is public course. That's high-end public course.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for, like, the Jersey State Championship, I could get 12 and a half without doing anything extra but rolling.
Oh, really?
Okay.
So I don't roll intentionally because once I roll it turns into 5-hour rounds. It's
and it really just but if you have, like, a course, a tournament, or like a do you have, like, a tournaments like that?
Yeah,
you hold there?
we did this year for the first time. Thankfully, I've never done one before.
Oh, really?
But they were super excited at how well they performed, and
that's good.
It is treated differently, and like you said, the weekend after the tournament, the comments were like, "This is like the U.S. Open." I don't want. Are you kidding me? Because I let the rough grow out as well. And
right. How long does it take to let the rough grow? So how much advance notice would you and your crew need to get it ready for, like, if someone says, okay, look, I'm going to buy out the course for 4 days. I want to have a real serious tournament here with serious golfers. I want you to make this course as hard as possible. Is that something you could do in about a week, or we're talking more like 2-3 weeks because you got to, like, how long does it take to grow it out? When you say we grew out the fairways, what does that mean? Does that mean like a week, or is that like a month?
Like when we grow out the rough, I only grow it out to 4 inches.
Okay.
But real tournaments, that's like they grow out to 6 inches. Yeah. That's a season. Oh. Like they put some serious work
They
into
were waiting
that.
for that.
Okay, so they knew that was coming in there. Yeah, okay.
I have a question, Ron. So at Wingfoot last week at the U.S. Open, on Thursday, which was the first day of the tournament, these guys were tearing up, scoring 5 under, whatever it was. And the very next day, these guys are shooting above par.
Yep.
So they almost lost 10 strokes in a day. Maybe not that you know what they did at Wingfoot, but how would you change a course and how it plays day to day?
I don't know what they did at Wingfoot,
right.
But just turning the water off.
On a day, less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially if it's windy. If you dry the place out and turn it into concrete, in one day.
You're not holding green.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. All right. So it's as simple as that. It's like, all right,
No water today.
they're -5. We got to do something here,
Yeah.
folks. Hey, Pete, turn the water off.
You turn the water off, and you could lower heights and roll more.
Okay.
But in
so
one
you,
day,
so you say,
can
all
turn
right,
it around.
so Pete turned the water off, right? Hey, Marty, get the roller out. We're rolling the greens, right? And then we got who else? Who else we got working for us? Travis.
Yeah.
Pop those pins in the harder spots, right? And then what about the tee boxes? Like, because a par 3 tee box has got to be a real pain in the ass for you guys.
Yeah, especially public. I mean, it's destroyed. With how many people come through there?
And they're not really. And the divots aren't like a pro's divot is probably a lot easier because it's consistent and it's straight.
These guys take pelts.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Like this.
It's like you did it with a shovel.
Right. What are you doing, guys? You're supposed to take a little patch, a little landing strip. What are you
And
doing?
you shouldn't
Why
be-
is there a crater here?
You shouldn't be taking divots with your driver either.
No.
That's
No.
Ronnie finds a way.
We know.
Who?
Who?
Ronnie finds a way to take it
Who?
down.
Ronnie who? Get the fuck, no way. No, that's Mike Fasciano, Golficity Mike. He takes divots with everything. He's got a steep swing.
It's a different on
They call
everything.
they call 811. They call him 811 because you got to call to make sure you can dig. He digs bad. He takes divot. I'm not a divot. I sweep. I don't even take divots in the fairway. That's why I suck at the game. I'm okay. I'm better. I'm not bad. But I can't putt. So maybe we work. Maybe to learn a little bit more about the sand and the greens. Maybe can I just throw a little sand down on the?
Yeah, that's what. So when he plays, and I'm happy he plays Tuesdays because he gets to see it.
Mm-hmm.
We throw it out so light.
I don't see it on Tuesdays.
No, you don't. You don't notice we even put sand. But
Wow.
You don't see it, and it doesn't come on your ball. It doesn't come on your ball like any other courses.
Yep.
That's a little
no, I
dirty.
throw sand and then you water it in and it's gone.
Wow.
And
So you throw the sand, you hit it with the sprinkler,
yep,
and it keeps it smooth and
real
fast.
smooth.
And
Yep.
You know what these guys
that's
do
interesting.
on Tuesday? Now they're on a Tuesday round. They throw they throw the pin on the back on hole number 1 just to start the day off wrong. Because you throw it on the back, you're off the back of the ledge if you miss.
After hitting it over the pond
Double.
too.
Yeah, after hitting it over the pond.
Right, over the pond. I like one. One's a good hole. I like one.
They
But
just mess your day up right there. They just want you to start off
Yeah,
terrible.
but you just get it up over that ridge and you just come down
I played
nice.
it
And you
well,
aim for the front of the green. Let it roll out. I mean, why you got to try to go pin
course.
seeking?
Right in front. I put it right over the bunker on the left. It hits that little slope, which is not the green. It's still rough, and it literally rolls to the back every time. Every time, same play. Stay left of the fairway.
And then tell
play
Brandon
that
what
bunker.
hole do you play the other fairway?
9
Oh yeah.
on 2 every time.
It's
On 2.
easier.
Driver 9 iron every time. I play 8. I play from 9 tee box. I play 8, and I'm 9 iron to the green.
Yep.
Birdie, eagle birdie.
So that's like a known thing. That's like people know to do that.
Well,
That's
not-
why I don't
not
want to
everybody
cut the
does it.
trees down.
Yep,
Because if you cut the trees down, it's easy.
Yeah.
it's a par 4. If you get
Wow,
the trees in.
very interesting. All right, so you said water. So now, why is it that I always get stuck? And I never understand this. Like, you're trying to get a late round in, right? 3 o'clock, you're trying to get out there, try to get as many holes as you can before the sun goes down. Why do the sprinklers come on? Well, it always happens. I get hit in the face with a sprinkler. Is there chemicals in the water, or is it
No.
just straight water?
No, it just stinks.
So
it's
I
from
could
the
just-
pond.
Oh, it's just smelly pond water.
Yeah.
And then it seeps. You got a little funnel, kind of like the way it kind
The
of
pumps, everything.
pumps them.
But yeah, don't
So
run.
you're not trying to put that. You don't want that in your face.
No, don't run in it. No,
You don't want it. You stay away from the water in the pot on the court. But why? I say this all the time. I get up on the tee box, right, and then all of a sudden I hit I'm good off the tee. I'm good with the driver, right, in the fairway, the driver, all the time. And then all of a sudden the sprinklers come on. Now we talked earlier. You told me something I wasn't going to say, but why? What is the reason for them coming on at say 5 o'clock? Why not just wait till 9 when everybody's off the course? Is there a reason that it's better to hit the grass before it's dark?
Well, one, I could make sure that it turns on and turns back off.
He's there. You're there.
I'm there watching it.
Oh, so you don't want to water it at night because if it doesn't turn off, you're cranking.
You just watered it.
Your
for-
car path on.
Your car path. Yeah. You're closed. You're flooded.
The greens are only during the day.
The greens are, but you usually do them first thing in the morning, right? Or no?
Yeah,
They're hand water too, right?
We'll touch them up and hand water in the morning, and then probably again at lunchtime,
Really? Okay.
and then at 5 o'clock when you play, That's our last. That's usually when I do my last little round. But it's literally just like you know how you would love to walk underneath like a garden hose when it's really hot.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing to the grass.
Okay.
Just giving it like a little breath of fresh air.
Okay, so you're watering the fairway. Are you watering the entire course the same time, or are you doing different holes at different times just to kind of like keep the flow?
Yeah. Well, we do different holes at different times, so we don't piss the same people off the whole.
Okay. So if you're in the back 9 and you're in the front 9, you piss off one group and not everybody.
Yeah, it's like I only made him mad once. It's fine.
right. Yeah. See, for me, I'm on 4, the sprinkler's on, and then I'm at 9. Here's a sprinkler again, and at 12, we're doing the green there, Ron. Sorry, I think I pissed somebody off. If I piss off a superintendent, you guys have the ability to
from our phones.
From the phone. Hey, wait a minute. What'd you say? Hey, Tyler S. The levels are bothering you in your car. All right, we're gonna hit him with the sprinkler. Wow, that's pretty cool technology. Tyler S. I'm only kidding. I appreciate you watching the show and taking the time to comment. Maybe he was being funny because we were asking for the fun. I asked to make fun of me. That's what it was.
He got called out though.
He got why? Well, yeah, he called him out because he called me out about the levels.
The shout out.
But that was kind of funny now that I think about it. He's busting my balls.
Yeah. He's busted.
He might be the winner of the Rosemark. He might be the winner. He might go from the outhouse to the in-house. I might have to make him. I just realized I told people to make fun of me, make me laugh for a giveaway that we're doing with Rosemark putter grips. Mm-hmm. And I come to the studio today. Jeremy's like, "Did you see what this guy Tyler S said to you? He told you that he's got to stop adjusting the levels in his car because I can't keep my voice at the same." And I'm like, what an asshole! Was my first thought. Why is this guy coming at me?
That's funny.
It is. Now I'm realizing I asked for this.
Tyler, reach out. Send us your address.
Tyler, do us a favor. You won the Rosemark grips. I don't even care. That was great. He actually pissed me off. I was like, why is this guy going? Oh, my God. Who's calling me? Philly Buckets. Stop.
Does he not know?
No, I don't. Nobody knows that we're shooting today. You didn't post anything on social, did you? All right. Folks, come on. Life gets in the way. I might have to tell a little fib. But listen, I am going to work immediately. So anyway, we got to go. So, all right, what else we got? So, okay, so we talked about aerating. All right, so you said that the people walking on the greens, rolling the greens, sanding the greens, mowing the greens. Why? People call. This is by no means is this political. Okay, I don't do politics. I don't do them. All right, period. But a video a couple years ago that kind of went out there, and it was Donald Trump, who we all know is the president, Donald Trump, right? He owns golf courses. And people posted a video of him riding his cart all the way up onto the green. And they're like, he's got no respect for the game. He owns the course! That's like, Simon, come on. It's like you own something. You can go do whatever you want to do. But my response was like, everyone was like, it's so bad for the green. And I'm like, no, you put mowers on there.
It's different.
Or it's different. Okay. So tell me. Tell me, how bad is that? Because, whatever. Yeah, what do you think?
We know what we're doing. That's
true. And I mean, look, if you're doing wheelies and shit, if you're coming to you're coming to a screeching stop, then you're just being an asshole.
Who's wheeling a golf cart? Who's doing a wheelie in a golf cart? You know how to do that?
I meant wheeling like drifting.
You mean doing donuts?
Just being an asshole, like cutting the wheel real hard.
It's called donuts.
That too. Like, don't wheel, whatever. Yeah, we're not popping wheelies. But when I sit on the back of the cart, it's
you can pop.
We're popping wheelies, because we're popping them. But no. So okay. So explain that. So when you're mowers and your rollers, are you on the outside and or you're going right over it, right? Are they hand rollers? Or are they?
No, they're right on rollers.
Right on rollers. All right. So you're attaching them to the deer.
Yep. And then we park the cart in the rough.
Okay.
And bring the roller all the way up to the green.
Okay.
But the mowers, they all have smooth tires, no tread.
No tread. Okay, there's tread on the golf carts.
Yeah. And then when a golfer
channel water, so you don't die.
Yeah, and when a golfer gets to the green, their first instinct is, I'm going to turn it as sharp as I possibly can.
To stay away from it.
Yeah, because I'm going to get yelled at.
Right.
But you're going to get yelled at because you drove all the way up there in the first
place. Because you
place.
shouldn't even be 100 feet from the damn thing. You didn't follow the signs back there, right? All right, so the tires on the equipment are made to not affect the grass in which they're driving on.
Wide tires. We have really wide tires.
Wide tires are better, right? Okay, more surface ground.
The golf carts were just not meant to be there.
Okay, all right, that's good. That's good. No, that's so follow the instructions on the course, folks, and explain the 90 degrees. Explain what is the reason for the cart path only when on a clear day when you get out there and you know that, wait a minute, why are you making me wrong?
Yeah.
Because I would rather walk with a cart than be on driving a cart on a cart path only day.
Yeah.
Because you end up walking less
Yeah.
when you're walking to your ball
Yeah.
and straight to the next ball and straight to the green versus going here. Explain that.
So that's the more you turn.
Whose call is that?
That's me.
That's you. So you're the superintendent. It's your grad. You're like, guys, listen. It's a little too wet out there. We're gonna go cart path only today. So that means you're not a happy camper.
No, everybody hates
people
me.
are pissed off at you.
They hates me.
Because I get that, I'm like, oh, fuck, are you kidding me? Because usually my push cart was in my garage.
And
I didn't
especially,
actually bring it.
we don't have cart paths either.
And you don't even have cart paths.
So I just take them away completely.
The carts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you guys walking only today.
Wow.
Happened
All
to
right.
me once. I was like, what the
That's
fuck?
not. That's so. Wow.
Happened to me once. I was like, what's going on?
If I showed up with my vessel.
You'd be done.
I love my vessel bag. You know I love vessel, folks, but it's a little heavier than some of the other bags that I got. Because I got the big leather, like, you know, it's got my name on it, the logo, like it's super, super sweet. But I would not want to carry that bag. But you got the push carts, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah,
So
we
you
do. We do. And even that, people push those across the greens too. That's
Not supposed to do that.
Not
new.
supposed to do that. Stay on the apron, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to stay on the apron. You're supposed to just pull your putter and walk up to the thing, right? Okay, yeah. Stop.
How would you do this with a cart?
Right, right. You would, right. So but yeah, I gotta say, I'm probably I'm guilty of that.
It's different. I don't
guilty,
say anything with the
yeah.
push carts because I made you walk in the first.
Because
place.
you made it right. You made me walk.
It is
So
what
okay,
it is.
so 90 degrees when they say 90 degrees, or what you know, explain that. Like, is it just to try to limit?
Yeah. So most of the time you're not going to destroy anything going straight.
Okay.
It's when you
you're
decide to Tokyo drift it.
right,
on the
right,
fairways.
right. Yes.
That's
Fast and Furious.
That's when everything gets destroyed.
Okay. So you're 90 degrees. You're getting in the middle of the fairway,
Yep.
and you're just going straight down.
Yep.
And
then
you're not
when you-
peeling off to
and
your
then when
ball.
you
You're
get
supposed to
to-
stay in the middle of the fairway,
or
get
in the
out
rough.
and walk.
Preferably in the rough.
You could stay in the rough. You could
And then you turn 90 degrees and go straight across the fairway
where your
to the cart path.
say this again. All right. So here's your hole, right? Here's your hole, right?
Yep.
Here's your fairway. Here's your cart path, right? My ball's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I going?
So you're driving
Yeah, go ahead. Drive. Yeah,
preferably down
You're
the
going down
outside
the
of
cart
hole,
path,
90 degrees to your ball,
right to your ball.
90
then-
back.
Hit the ball,
come back.
and then straight across and proceed.
Yep.
You hear that, folks? That's it. Cart path, ball, 90 degrees. Whoop. Hit the ball and go whoop back to the green.
Easy, Boomer.
None of this shit. No drifting. Come on, folks.
Sound like Boomer.
Look, you can't complain about the condition of the course if you're not willing to follow the rules that help the course stay pretty, right?
Yep.
Right? And make my man Brandon's job easier. Don't be an ass. You make it hit with a sprinkler. I'm just saying.
Speaking about
fucking love
taking care,
that.
speaking
I
about
love that.
taking care of the course,
What?
run us through how to fix a ball mark the proper way.
Yeah, that was gonna be this is something that's huge.
So-
Because I yell at people, if for some reason I don't know why, that bothers me.
Oh,
When I see people, because I said, go ahead, explain the right way to do it. I don't even want to use your fingers to figure something out here. What's the best way to do it?
So you're supposed to go around the outside and lift the middle up easy.
Okay.
And then you take your foot and stomp out all around it, and it's fine.
Or your putter. Or your putter, right?
Or your putter. You could use your putter.
Putter. Yeah, I use the putter.
I mean, you're not prying anything.
So here's the hole, all right? And this is the way I do it. This is the way I was told to do it. Now, correct me if this is wrong. I think this is what you just said. So here's your hole, right? Here's your mark, okay? See the hole? It's your mark, right? It's right here. Some people take their tool, they go down
No.
like this because they're trying to push the ground up that they just made the mark. Don't do that shit. No, because what you're doing is when you're going
tearing it up.
You're breaking the root. You're breaking the root. So now, what happens in 2 days, Brandon? That little hole is now
Brown.
brown. So you go to the green and you're like, why? There's brown hole. There's brown dots. Looks like
everywhere.
a fucking leper out here. There's brown spots everywhere. What the hell's going on? Right? It's because people don't know what they're doing. Listen, I appreciate you taking the time to follow the rules and bend your ass down and replace the divot.
Right or wrong,
Or the
I'll never tell anybody that they did it wrong.
Why not? They're ruining
I'm
the
just
course.
happy that they actually tried.
Right, but there's got to be a way to kind of approach them and say, listen, I'm going to give you free carts next time you play because I appreciate you guys for doing the ball marks, but do me this favor. Do it the right way. This is not right. You go down and you go in. You go
pinch.
Here and you pinch. Here, you pinch. You bring the outer layers that are not divoted, that are not in the hole, that are not in the crater, the mark. You bring them in. You squeeze them. You hug it. You hug the hole. You hug the hole. You go down and you go towards each other. So you're not breaking the root. It gets a little. You make that divot look like this, and then you pat your putter down.
Unless it's a monster. If it's a monster, that's your.
So, perfect example in the video that's dropping. The Wolf video is dropping Thursday.
Today.
Today because this is for next Thursday. Perfect. So, head over to the Golficity YouTube page and watch the Wolf match, right, that we played with the Golficity guys. Frank's ball. Did you watch it yet? Did you see the video?
No.
Well, they sent us a little pre-copy that we could watch the first cut. Half the ball.
Yeah.
It was plugged.
Oh, yes.
It was plugged.
That thing's
now,
gone.
Is there something different, or you just still do it the same way and just hope and pray?
That's when I pry it up. When I go on the outside of it and I shovel it up.
Really?
And then I put green sand over it.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
It's like rest in peace to that piece of green.
Yeah, she's gone.
And is that when it's too wet? So you have to really watch the weather because you don't want to water the greens in the morning if you're going to get hit with 2 inches of rain in the afternoon.
Which is why the phone, I could turn it off.
Which is why. So if you see that the storm's coming in, you could
I could turn everything off.
And you probably have the best radar in the world, right?
No. I actually use what is it, My Radar or whatever, the little app?
You use the app.
Yeah.
You use the rain map. I got that too. The Doppler. It shows the Doppler. I'm always wrong too, by the way. I never get it right. Well, that's cool. So what have we talked about? We talked about mowing, right? So mowing. So the lines in the fairway are just you mowed this way, then you came back this way, and you came back this way. Now, does that? It really kind of affects the shot, does it not?
Yeah, so it affects if you're against the green or with the green.
If you're against the green, you got to really know that because if you're with the green, it's going to fly high. If you're against the green, it's going to come out low.
Yeah.
And it's going to go further. So that's usually a couple yard difference, right? It's like maybe a 3 to 4 yard difference.
Right.
With the way it's cut.
Tournaments, they cut it all the same way. There's no lines.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So they'll cut, release the cutter, go back to the end of the fairway, and
just
come back.
just
to
cut
Lift it up, drive all the way back.
Which takes longer.
Oh yeah.
Takes longer, but it's for a tournament, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So
It is what it is.
I have a question. So Seth Rain and Charles Banks are the original designers of Rock Spring. Do you ever find yourself following some of the aspects that they did, or keeping on the same type of traditions that they did when they first put the course in play?
I try. It's actually sensitive with those two big name architects,
Right.
Because you could screw it up easy.
Yeah, right.
This thing has been here for almost 100 years, and you're gonna go and
Screw it up, right? Screw it up, yeah.
Destroy it.
Some of the deepest bunkers you ever planned, by the way, at Rock Spring.
No, they got some deep ones, yeah.
They're almost impossible
That's
to
old school.
maintain now.
Yeah.
As a public course, because I don't have the same amount of guys that a private club would have had.
Right.
So I'm using machines where they just used manpower and hand raked everything.
Right.
I'm using a machine.
Right. Now, what is it? So when like one of the biggest differences, I think you touched on that. Obviously, staffing, right? Staffing is huge when you're talking private versus public. You guys do a great job as far as as one of the much better public courses that I've seen in a long, and everywhere really. Mm-hmm. Very much, you guys are right up there. Crystal Springs does a great job, but I know you got a real good connection up there. That's kind of where you got your start.
I worked there. Yeah.
You worked up there at Crystal Springs, lived on Wild Turkey, right? So this guy, he's a big fan of Crystal Springs. They do a great job up there, so you worked up there. That's great. And you also have been, where else have you been besides Crystal, Rock Spring?
I went to Marion right after Crystal Springs.
Okay.
Where I really got a taste of how
to run
top
things,
echelon,
yeah.
top echelon is maintained.
That's cool. And then any other places before Rock Spring?
And then North Jersey Country Club in Wayne.
We gotta try to.
Yeah.
We gotta try to get out there.
Italian club.
We gotta get out there to the paisans. I gotta see my people. We gotta go see my people. Let me. I'm walking that course like Joe Pesci. It'll be great. I can't wait. What's going on? Hey, it's Pete. Yeah, so that'd be great. So I would love to play. That would be awesome. But that's so you've been to all those courses now, and now you're running the show. Now you got the keys to the car.
Yep, and all that
To the John Deere, I should say. The keys to the deer.
You'll notice a lot of guys do that. They'll work their way up. But
Yeah.
you can't always work your way up at the same place.
No, probably very, very rarely, right?
It's
usually
like coaching.
Yeah.
Like coaching the club.
Yeah.
Go from like D3 to D2 to D1. Or
Yeah, you work your way up. So that's great, man. Congratulations, dude. That's awesome.
Thank you.
And now I got a guy. I got a guy at Rock Spring now. I don't know who I'm calling. I'm coming up. What do you say? I mean, that John Deere want to ride that mower, But that's awesome, man. We learned today about how to not do a ball mark, how to not don't push it in all the way around, nice, pat it. The mowing of the grass. We talked about the aerating. So the aerating is. Again, it's just letting air underneath because of all the walking, the mowing, the rolling, the sand, everything that's getting pushed down to make a green. Because it's not easy to roll a ball on grass, right? You pack it down so it's like cement. So the air rate. Why are the holes so big? Because what I talked about on the last show was because I played in an outing, right? And it was aerated. Mm-hmm. And I know it was just, they got a discount on the outing because, they waited a couple of weeks so they aerated. Instead of being 5,000, it was probably 3,000, whatever. They got a discount. But I was upset because we lost the outing. We missed about 4 putts that we would have been 14 under, but we were only 10 under, which we would have won. But it was literally online, and then it would jump. It would jump and go like 3 inches the other way. And we're like, wait a minute, what the hell? And my thought was, why can't there be more holes, just smaller holes, thinner holes, deeper holes, whatever? Because they just seem to be a little too big. Like, I don't know. Is that something that our different aerating devices or equipment, is there some that are longer? Is there a reason for the size, or are they all just kind of standard?
Yeah, well, it depends on what's underneath.
Okay, how deep you can go? Or
yeah, well, most of the time I go around 4 to 5 inches deep.
Okay.
And obviously, you relieve the most compaction with the bigger the hole.
So the bigger the hole, you're getting more air in. You're getting it. It's better.
Or if we use small, we call them tines.
Okay.
If we use small tines, we make it closer together. So there's quadruple the holes, or if not.
But see, just to me, I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong, but like my thought in my head was that if there were more holes that were smaller holes, it would get just as much air in, maybe not as quickly, but it would still get the job done, and it wouldn't affect the roll of a putt as much. Is that not necessarily the...
No, it actually, the smaller the holes, actually remove more.
Really?
Yeah, because of how many tines there are. So instead of 4 holes,
right,
there's, say, 20 holes.
Right.
And that removes all that soil from underneath the green, and it'll make it even bumpier.
Really? Okay.
From my experience. Yeah,
No, that's it. I mean, your experience is
I've
more than
tried.
mine, right? Yeah.
I've tried. The smaller holes are usually a bigger pain for me to deal with.
No. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I bet. Yeah.
And you get the same result. Most of the time, you get the same result.
All right. Well, so there you have it. So we talked about air rating. We talked about tee boxes. Is there a way to check? Remember, we were talking about that one that's it's got a little bit of a. It's got a little. Is there a way to check? Is there a way to know, or is it just play around with the superintendent of the course?
Hell, you can't see it.
You can't see it, but so we were talking about one particular tee box that is to the human eye, it looks straight, and it's a par 3. And Jeremy's like, every time I tee off to the left of the damn side of the green, the tee box, I always pull it left. Everybody pulls it left.
I figured it out though.
And you did, and it was confirmed.
You're standing on a hill.
You're standing on a slight hill that you can't see with your eye, but the ball is slightly lower than it normally might.
Naturally, it's going to fade. Naturally.
Of course, right. Yeah. So
because you're leaning back.
You're leaning back, right? You don't realize, but you don't realize it's so slight. That's pretty cool. But there's no way to kind of like sit back and look at a tee box and like there's something to look for. That it's just this.
Of course,
you gotta know. You just gotta know.
You gotta play every week, like I do.
You gotta just play it every Tuesday.
Yeah. That's what that tournament. The kid that won it played during college.
Yeah.
And he shot. I think it was 8 under. After 2 rounds, which is impressive. That's pretty damn good.
And you had it
Oh, it was.
You had it pinned up as high as you possibly could. It was hard.
When we got asking him, he played there in college. That was his home course, so he knew not to hunt the pins, and he knew not to.
He knew where to. He knew that's why on the pros, some pros are favored at some courses because they just get them. They just know them. Yeah.
I think I have a par 5 if you don't have one, Ronnie.
Well, go ahead. All right, we're gonna So this episode of Par 5 is brought to you our friends over at Aim Health. We haven't done a Par 5 in a long time, and I don't even know if I have the read from my man, Dr. Perna. But anyway, go check him out at drdavidperna.com and Aim Health, Livingston, New Jersey. Your back pain got you out of the game. I could probably memorize. I memorized. Oh my God, back pain got you out of the game. Can't get up those stairs. Back affecting your golf swing. Visit Dr. David Perna over at Aim Health in Livingston, New Jersey. Look them up. All right, folks? Thanks. All right, Par 5. What do you got? You have 5 questions?
I just want to know the top 5 hardest holes in your opinion on that course.
3 is the hardest hole on the entire golf course.
Right, I could see that.
3 is the long par 3.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't never know what to hit there.
6 iron.
And the
Not
quarry.
for me. You hit your 6 iron further.
The quarry that should never come into play for anybody
is
everybody is deathly afraid of hitting the ball in there.
I never. Yeah,
on 3. You're talking about the down to the left side.
But you know it's there. You know it's there. So
it gets in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when I got on there, I thought it was a 4.
Yeah.
I thought it was a par 4. I'm like, wait. I was looking at a flag. I'm like, no, that's not the flag. Because there's another hole coming up here. I thought that was the flag, and you're like, no, it's over there. And I'm like, holy shit.
Oh, it's a hike. It's
what is it? 2 what?
I think it's 220 from the back.
Yeah, it is.
230 from
yeah,
the back.
225. Yeah.
How much? That was a question that we talked about. How much distance could you add if like a PGA event said we're coming to Rock Spring? How long could you make? How much more length could you have from the back tees now? Is there do you have like a flexibility to add a couple?
Yeah, so I could add, because it's public.
Mm-hmm.
I could add probably about 10 yards to every hole.
Okay.
Because I have them all pulled up.
Even the
pace
blues,
of play, keep it going.
Right. Well, that's true. You're yep. So you do have room that you could really.
Oh yeah. And
what are your thoughts on Bryson DeChambeau hitting the ball so far? I mean, is
that was actually the big talk.
Yeah.
At that tournament, the younger guys, and like the guys today, crank. The ball.
Nah, they're hitting the ball so much further. And it's got nothing to do with the equipment, folks. People just learned how to swing a club a little bit more efficiently and faster.
300 yards is nothing now.
No, it's a joke.
It's standard. Yeah.
I still get excited when a couple of mine reach up that when they roll a little bit out and I get that 300 number.
Firm fairway.
Right. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call you up and say, Brandon, we're coming to play. Do me a favor. Shut the water off. I want to get as much roll as possible on my drive. I want to feel like a boss this week. Well, that's cool. So you play golf, right? You play golf, but you're trying to get off the golf course as much as possible because you're on the course all the time.
And living on the lake, I'm a boat guy now.
Okay, you're a boat guy. All right.
The minute I get off the golf course, there's no more grass growing.
But you want to be water. Give me concrete
water.
and water. I don't want any. I don't want to look at grass anymore. All right. Do you? Let me see here. When you are playing golf, what's your go-to snack on the course? You got anything? Certain thing that you like?
You can't go wrong with blue Doritos.
With the Cool Ranch. It goes with the blue Doritos.
It's the first.
And cheese doodles, but not many people
the
eat
old
cheese
doodles. Yeah, no, I'm a cheese doodle kind of guy. I like the
which cheese doodles? The blue
cheese
bag?
Doodles are from Wise.
Not
I believe
Cheetos.
Wise make the cheese doodle. Or is it hers?
No, hers.
Hers makes the cheese
I'm
doodle.
pretty sure hers.
It's like a Cheeto puff to you.
Yeah, puff. Yeah,
It's like a Cheeto puff.
But you
Not
can't
a
find
Cheeto.
them.
I had them.
Nobody sells them anymore.
They're done.
Few places though.
random.
I'm starting to think that I'm thinking maybe the Cedar Grove Deli does. I gotta call it John. You got any doodles over there? Oh, you know what? No, the Bagel Witch. Bagel Witch has cheese doodles. In Verona, New Jersey, the best bagel on planet Earth, folks. Bagel Witch, I'm telling you, the best bagel, hands down. The one in Verona. Don't go to the one in Caldwell. Go to the one in Verona, the original. Something about the oven there.
I discovered a new place on 23 yesterday.
Yeah, what'd you discover?
Bagel 23.
No.
I went there.
Go to Bagel Witch!
No, I'm just saying. Not notable mention.
No,
Bagel
all right,
23.
give it a notable. All right.
Brandon's been there.
It's not bad.
Bro, it's a stacked bacon, egg, and cheese, not a bagel. It's a stacked one.
That is so bad. You don't get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel. I'm sorry.
You get it on a hard roll. Yeah, but I like it on a bagel.
Yeah, I get it on a hard roll.
I get it on a hard roll.
There's too much dough. And the bagel for me, I want cream cheese. I want tomato, onion, salt, pepper.
Mm-hmm. Tomato, onion, salt, and pepper.
See, I do everything on an everything bagel.
When you mean everything? What
Roast beef.
What? Are you doing sandwiches?
Oh, yeah, everything bagels.
See, I can't do the bagel. I can't do food on the bagel. Tuna bagel. I can do tuna bagel.
What?
Tuna bagel with a little lettuce. That's it. Tuna bagel lettuce. No? You over there? What do you
I like a bacon, egg, and cheese on a hard roll, but it depends on where you go because sometimes the rolls are like this thick. Not good.
See, whatever. Why are we talking about food? I'm starving. All right, folks, I think that's it. You got anything else?
I'm done.
Anything you want to say to people?
I'm good.
Thanks, all right, folks. Listen, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Special thanks to my man Brandon for joining us again. Check him out over at Rock Spring if you're ever in the North Jersey area. It's in West Orange, New Jersey. Rock Spring Golf Club. Brandon, the superintendent, the man. I can't wait. We're gonna try to get on the course with you.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to get on the course with you because I got a couple questions. We can show a few things. I think it'll be good. Play around and golf with the superintendent. We can really see what the hell's going on. I can say, Brandon, why is this over here? Look at this. Call up Pete. Pete in the tent. Pete, get in the damn John Deere. Get over here. We're going to fix something. But listen, folks, hope you enjoyed it. Got a little bit of insight from the superintendent how to keep the grounds looking nice. Replace your divots, folks, and fix your ball marks the right way. We appreciate it. And don't ride the carts anywhere near the green. All right, Jeremy, got anything else? No, you're done?
Done.
That's it. Special thanks to my man Brandon again. Everybody else, do us a favor as always. Keep it inside the letter.